What's up, guys? What is going on, guys? I think we got it, dude. That was fucking sick. I finally got some music. I won't get copywritten. Freaking pumped. I'm sorry if there's a huge echo in here. There's still in the small office. We're working on the big office. But welcome, guys, to everyone to the Sunday STOCKcast on, I should say, the New Age Wall Street Sunday STOCKcast. We do this every Sunday. Come and hang out, and we're going to go over some tickers and whatnot. So you could get ready for your trading week and be very well prepared. Excuse me, for the week to come. I just ate. Sorry about that. All right, guys. Hope everyone had a great weekend. This weekend has been pretty hectic for me. What's up? What's up? Can you guys hear me? I hope you guys could hear me. Um, yeah, so this weekend's been pretty hectic. On Friday, we signed our lease papers and everything for the bigger office upstairs, which is going to be Trade Factory 1.0. So that'll be here in Albuquerque, and we're gonna go ahead and keep that one here. And then I'm also working on the one for Dallas. So I want to make the one for Dallas as well. Still, so I'll be back and forth between here in Albuquerque and Dallas. But I'm gonna have, whenever I get it all done, I'll do like a tour of it and stuff, and I'll post a video and I'll show you. And I'm gonna have some extra desks, and whoever wants to come trade with me could come trade with me. You guys could, just rent space, or whatever. You just come and hang out and trade. I'd be happy to host you guys. We're gonna have like a real big reception area, with like, dude, I have a little razor scooter that I was riding through the office. I just want to have fun and take trades. I took my son's dirt bike. We're doing donuts and stuff up there, dude. So it's really really fun to have our office and be able to do whatever we want and stuff. So if you want to come trade, we have the room now. We will have everything set up probably within the next 2 weeks, and you could come and trade side by side with me. I would be really cool to have you guys and host you guys. The next part here, guys, is that we have the meetup workshop, whatever, this week. So everyone's coming in. I think Wednesday, Thursday or so. We're gonna trade live together on Thursday, and then Thursday and Friday in the morning, and then we're gonna do lecture for a little bit after the open, and we'll go over some more one-on-one things, more personal things. A little bit more in a more intimate setting where I'm face to face with the people that come. So then, just to help them with their trading, and then hopefully, so I have a nice dinner planned out. We're gonna go do that with the team on Friday night, and then whoever wants to stay and stuff, we could go and I think we're gonna ride a hot air balloon. So we're gonna go. I'll take some video and stuff of that. So Friday what's up, Mike? So Friday we signed the lease for the new place. Yesterday I worked pretty much all day. I had stuff to do, like just miscellaneous stuff, and then we painted all night. So we're up there just having a good time painting, and we got the most of it done. Then we could start moving stuff actually into the space probably on Monday, tomorrow, and then I've been here all day. I've been here in the office all day, working on miscellaneous stuff too, working on the lesson plan for Thursday and Friday. And then the only thing that did suck about my weekend was that here at the new office, we have a parking garage that the building is connected to, that we're parking in. And I didn't lock my door, and someone went through my car, and they stole like a camera, my motorcycle jacket, stuff like that. So haven't been having a whole lot of luck with shit being stolen from me lately. My motorcycle got stolen. They got into my car, stole, and I'm not even mad about them taking the stuff, man. Like, I truly believe in like karma, and what goes around comes around, and maybe they just needed it more than I do. But the thing I am upset about is the content that was on my memory card in the camera. Like, that was a lot of New Age Wall Street content that I had on there, and it's gone. And I was vlogging like the whole thing of me getting this office and then moving to the new office, and all that footage is gone now. And so that was what I was most upset about. Not necessarily that, like, they didn't mess up my car or nothing. It's just whatever. So yeah, bro, like, that's why I want to get out of here. That's exactly why I want to get out of here, is just a bunch of low lives, man. And if you guys have ever been to Texas, dude, it's pretty awesome, dude. I love how modern and just how much they're building out there in Texas. So Dallas, yep, I'm gonna be moving to Dallas, yep. So I wanted to talk a little bit before we get into some tickers and things like that here, guys. Something that is, I don't know how to say it nicely, or like however you would want me to, but I'm getting really tired of people asking me about indicators and putting a bunch of indicators on your screen and things like that. Like, I understand I use indicators. I understand that, I teach with them and things like that. But there comes a point where you got to understand that the indicators are there to help you, and that they do have limitations. It isn't an end all be all, right? So at some point you have to rely on yourself as a trader, and for you to be able to interpret the actual price action. So, and what I mean by that is that looking at the price action whenever it gets to key levels of support, resistance, or sticky levels, right? And watch how the price action reacts and how candles form in those areas, right? So, and a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't watch how the candles are forming. They just watch what color everything is, or they're looking for like a trigger instead of watching the actual price action of how things are forming. And it sucks. Like, people are over here asking the wrong questions about indicators, and please give me this, and then will you make me this, and then going the totally opposite way. And it just it sucks. Like, it sucks because it would behoove you, and it would be more beneficial to you to take all the indicators off of your screen and then watch the price action, the way that it moves when it gets to support resistance level, and then you could add the indicators in order for you to be able to help you, right? So that, like I said before, the indicators are like training wheels, to help you get started, for you to understand where the price action is. But they shouldn't be used as a crutch. Like, it shouldn't be something that you fall back on, just because the color is a certain way or things like that. And just to tell you a quick little story, like a few weeks ago, there was the Thinkorswim was down. I know I'm guessing pretty much everyone knew Thinkorswim was down, and I wanted to trade, and I seen some setups and things like that. And so basically what I did was I pulled up a dash chart. So I don't know if you guys have seen dash charts before, but there's nothing on them. Like, there's hardly, there's just candles. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even tell you the beginning and start of the session, or anything like that, unless you put them on. So I traded a compression play just with the dash chart, and I pretty much nailed it exactly like I would do if I had a TTM and a MACD, right? And that's the thing, is for you to be able to watch support, resistance, and price action, and to watch volume come into plays, instead of just watching for a color or a trigger. So I want to issue a challenge to everyone that watches this here this week, for you guys to take the indicators off of your screen. I'm not telling you to if you don't feel 100% comfortable with it, with a real account, with a money account, right? Don't trade with it. Like, if you're not 100% confident without the indicators. But I want you to just take the indicators off your screen, trade with a naked screen, right? So like, if we come and I'll come and change this over. So with the screen like this, right? And then you just come in, you take off all your indicators here, just press remove all, apply, and then you just make your lines off of support and resistance, right? So come in, draw your lines, and then you trade the way that you normally would. Now, if you are actually trading with real, you're trading live with the real account and all that, you don't have to, take trades. So what I want you to do in this exercise for the week is for you to watch the price action in those key levels and the way that the candles are formed, for you to understand the way that tickers move. Not for you to sit there and watch, okay, like I got dots and I got a cross and, I got to take this trade. It's not, the dots and the cross are there because of the way that the candles are formed off of the support and resistance and the price action, not because the other way around. So I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna do it with my team this week. I'm gonna take all the indicators off my screen. I'm gonna lay out my lines, and then I'll go ahead and just lay out my lines, and I'll trade like that. So if I don't feel 100% confident in a trade, I won't take it. But if I find something that I do like here without having the indicators on my screen, I'm going to show you that you don't need the indicators in order to be a successful trader, and that this is the right way in order for you to learn to watch the price action, supply, resistance, demand, and volume for you to be successful. So I would love to hear next week. I would love to hear next week if you guys did this, challenge, even for one day. So if you even did it just for one day, just for you to watch price action without, indicators on your screen, I want to hear back next week and hear how you guys did next week on trading without any of the indicators on your screen. Okay. How do you guys feel about that? And my whole thing is I'm never going to tell you guys or ask you guys to do something that I wouldn't do. So I'm going to do it right alongside with you. So all right, cool. And like I said, you don't have to take trades. You don't have to necessarily take the trades, but I want you to watch the price action and the way that the candles are formed, and the way that they react at the different levels, right? So like even right here, like in Amazon, you could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles right here with these huge wicks. And if you're just watching this, form right here, where you could see this, huge resistance, you have 3,400, right? Then awesome, you could go ahead and take a put trade off of the 3,400, just risking right below and off of all these wicks that are right here. So this is a pretty nice resistance that you're able to see. Obviously we're working in hindsight right now, but hindsight's 2020. That's just something that was pointed out for me right now. All right. May I ask a question? Yes, that's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for, is to answer questions. Awesome. If you just use a volume profile, man, volume profile is so strong. Volume profile is a huge, easy indicator that is really easy to use, and it's really easy. Again, easy to use, and it's just simple. It's simple, and it gives you your support and resistance levels, and you're able to just trade off of those. So, I've been wanting to sit down and kind of, dude, I just wish I had more time. Like, I'm so excited. You guys don't know how excited I am to be in the new office and have everything settled down, like over the winter and stuff, so I can have extra time for my own projects. But the way that I think you've seen other people do, like, multiple time frames for pivots and stuff like that, right? So you have like daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually pivot points. I think it would be cool if someone was to go back and back test high volume node for different time frames as well. So if you get confluence of those of different time frames, I think that would definitely help out and be pretty awesome as well. All right. May I ask the question, please? So resistance and support is based on the number of touches? No, not at all. So support and resistance is where the price action is in a trending direction, and then you have the opposite of trend direction of supply or demand stepping in, right? So say I don't have a really good example right here. So like say we're using this PDC, right? So we're using the PDC, and you see that Facebook is crawling down here, and you see that this the PDC is actually resistance, right? So what resistance is just that a point where the buyer starts stepping in, or if you're going to the upside and then it's resistance, it's where sellers are starting to step in. So if you were to take a look, and we'll have to do a webinar with Pedro one of these days to show bookmap. And there's videos like to show bookmap on like YouTube and stuff. But basically what you're doing is this is walking down here where all these buyers are sitting here to try to buy the dip whenever it's coming down. So whenever you hit that pull of liquidity right here where people are trying to go ahead and buy, what will happen is if there's enough buyers right here, then it'll bounce. It'll bounce, and the demand will start getting higher where it starts bouncing back up. Now, if the buyers are sitting here and then, they're getting filled, they're buying and what have you, but the selling still overpowers them, that's when you break that support and then it continues going further down. So the support and resistance is just, so you could think of support as the area of liquidity where the buyers are sitting for you, for them to hold up the price action, or on the other end, and the inverse end, you could think of it as the sellers sitting there waiting for it to be sold at those levels there as well. Absolutely, exactly, dude. That's exactly how I do it. Start as macro as you could. Come and do your peaks and valleys as macros as you could, and then just start working yourself down. Start working yourself down and putting all in, and then eventually you're gonna get something like this, right? So like in the 5 minute, and then you'll be good to go. So that's absolutely exactly how I do it. If it starts getting too dark in here, guys, let me know so I could turn on the light. The sun is setting right now. I wish you guys could see. It's freaking gorgeous. It'll be sick whenever I'm in the other room. We'll be able to be in there. All right. All right. Does anyone have any tickers that you guys want to go over here first before I go into the ones that I'm looking at? Ronnie, I appreciate the format that you put your thing in. Appreciate it. If you guys can make that your format like Ronnie of what your trade thesis is or your plan of what you're looking for, I'll go over it with you guys. These pivot points are drawn what on Thinkorswim platform? So AMD. Oh yeah, this is actually really nice right here, dude. So I see what you're saying. So cup handle down, and then you said buy above 88.70, short below 82.41. So 82, about right here. So you would ideally, so you're looking at it right. You have the right idea here. I like what you're saying, Ronnie. So you could see right here where there was previous resistance, right, or support. Excuse me. Support here, and then right here, right? So you still have that range right here where it could actually dip down to like kind of this pivot area, the 81, 40 or so, right? So it could still get down to around that level and base it maybe even $80. So, excuse me. What you would like to see is for this right here around 82 or so. So 82, 85 or so for it to actually hold tomorrow into the open and for it to bounce and continue going. So you kind of went up, it put in a higher low right here, right? And then you'd want it to go up a higher low and then continue just, making that move to the upside as well. We are getting into earnings seasons, guys. So I do want to mention that. So I think Netflix announces on Tuesday, and then Tesla announces on Wednesday. And I didn't see any other notable earnings for this week. The other one I'm looking for is Zoom. Zoom is reporting November 30th, though. So want to make sure you're very well prepared for the volatility, the implied volatility of earnings season, especially in this political climate that we're in. We could definitely see some pretty good volatility here for the next few weeks. AMD, DKNG. Oh, DKNG, let's talk about that. So this is actually working out the way that we had kind of talked about, right? So this blew its top up here, the 64. Some Titans players started getting COVID, and other things started happening, and it's just kind of been coming back down. But we talked about this we're looking for this to put in a base, right? So like 45. Oh, they also did an offering. So they did an offering, and they sold a bunch of shares onto the market as well. So around this 44, 45 area, I would like for us to base. So you can see I already have my line right here. So I'd like for us to base and then come back up to 50 and then kind of just start compressing back sideways, back and forth. and then try to cup around and start making another move to the upside if we're able to. So that would be when is Amazon earnings? I'm definitely interested in Amazon earnings, dude. So yeah, Amazon AMD reports earnings next week. But that's what I'm looking at for right here around this 45, 44 area for us to find some support here. You can see where there's resistance, support, and then start going compressing here sideways and see if we can start making a move on DKNG. Apple, almost the same thing here, dude. So like this cup, a pullback. Now what you'd want it to do is this 120, this 120, 118 area, right, needs to act as support in order for this to make a move to the upside as well. So we'll have to see if there's any positive catalysts. I don't think they report earnings until next month on Apple. So let me see here. Yeah, I don't see. So yeah. Yeah, so Amazon's next week. So we'll get more into Amazon next week, which is absolutely going to be bonkers in my opinion, dude. So we'll get into Amazon here in a little bit, but so far here in Apple, guys, this 119, 118 area, 120, wanted to put in that support here, right, and then start trying to make for that other move to move to the upside again. And then AMGN is a small cap, right? Yeah, I don't really know much about this dude. This is in a weird sideways thing right now. You could see this where it's just kind of ranging right here. It is on the low side as far as right here on this 233. So you would want it to catch support around this 233 if you're looking for the upside back up to 260. If we start breaking below this, right, this 232 ish area right here, like 230, 232 in between this area, we start breaking to the downside, we could get a pretty nice rush to the down. But it looks like, yeah, so Adolfo, exactly, dude, you're reading this right. So you're reading this exactly right, to where you want it to hold around this level. Anything below, you're wanting to grab some puts or grab short there, right, on some confirmation. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point to make as well on DKNG, that the lockup period does. I would like to know when exactly it is. Let me take a look. Just using the old Google. October 21st. So on Wednesday. On Wednesday, then is when it ends. So for you guys that know what a lockup period is, so for like major shareholders of a corporation that goes public, they are held to what's called the lockup rule, that they aren't able to sell any shares of the company until 180 days after the IPO. So that definitely adds a point of volatility in there. See if they could offload if they do start offloading some shares towards the end of the week. Even this $40, man, we may get to 40 and see where we go from there. So we'll like I said, we'll see. All right. Did anyone catch the Traders for a Cause thing over the weekend? Did anyone watch all the Traders for a Cause stuff? While you guys answer that, I'm gonna turn on the light real quick. Um, Missed it. I think they record it, man. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they record it. So it'd be cool if you could catch the recording. But a lot of value in that, guys. And if you could spare a couple bucks, I think they were raising money for breast cancer this time around, which is really cool. So, whatever you're able to give them or whatever. Um, lots of awesome traders speaking. How about Microsoft? Powell speaking at 8 a.m. If he delays stimulus, could interest in video short. Yeah, so I don't play IWM all too much. I don't know how it works a whole lot, but I don't think it was necessarily Powell. Um, it says McConnell announces votes on Tuesday and Wednesday on GOP stimulus. So yeah, definitely. I think we're gonna have a pretty nice week, dude. Some pretty nice volatility. We got 2 more weeks until the election, right? And then after that, we got earnings. So really hoping for a nice week where we have some good opportunities. So I'm really pumped. Make sure you come, come ready. You come, with an open mind. Make sure you get enough rest and everything, so you could be ready to, for the opportunities that do come. Microsoft had a huge flow algo order. Yeah, let's go over. I could pull up flow algo real quick. 1 second. Any plays with COVID testing? I don't really pay attention to the whole COVID stuff like mRNA and all those other ones. I haven't been keeping track of. I know this is totally out of left field, but did you guys see Hertz on Friday? It traded 1 billion shares. What was that all about? That was crazy, and I thought it was gonna be like a rocket where like it went straight up or something, right? So like if we wait real quick to look at this, so if we just look at Hertz, this thing barely went anywhere. Like it traded 1 billion shares, and I guess I'm over exaggerating a little bit. I don't know. But I just expected, for 1 billion shares, you would think that, it would have made a bigger move. So I'm excited to see what happens with this tomorrow as well. So, yeah, pretty freaking nuts. We'll see what happens on this tomorrow. Yeah, Microsoft. Oh, Flow Algo. Add over here. Who uses Flow Algo? Does everyone use Flow Algo in here, or do you use something different? Are these the ones you're talking about right here, Colin? 18 million, 14 million. These are December though. This I don't know. I wonder if they're playing for earnings or something. So these are probably Xbox plays, right? Does the new Xbox come out this year, or is it just PlayStation? Sorry for my ignorance, guys. I don't play video games. But I think they may be playing for like it looks like maybe holiday season stuff. Yeah, so definitely notable though. So definitely notable. You can't tell if someone is swinging or closing positions. That's why I don't pay attention to all of the different tickers and things like that. That are all the different transactions. What I'm personally looking for in Flow Algo is very aggressive sweeps in a small amount of time for the same expiration date, a high amount of premium that they're buying, and what's the last one? High amount of premium that they're buying, and then a short expiration date. So either the same week expiration or the next week expiration. So yeah. But this is almost the same as Apple right here, bro. This is really nice. So this cup handle back, and this is already starting to put in this higher low right here. So yeah, I could see this where you're, if we hold the one at least 218 to keep on moving here to the upside at 222. Cool. So that's what I would be looking there on Microsoft. All right, guys. And I used to use Flow Algo, but switched to Black Box and then Trendbot. I don't know what Trendbot is. We also affiliate for. We're also partners with Black Box Stocks, and I love it. I really like Black Box Stocks as well. I just like Flow Algo for the AI. So I like, I don't have to have the Flow Algo up on the screen to look at it. I could just audibly hear, whenever it's calling something out. All right, so very nice. Gonna go over a couple tickers here that I've seen value in it for this week, guys. If you guys want to keep dropping tickers that you're looking at for the week, I'll go over them here as well. The first one is gonna go ahead and be Zoom. So Zoom was awesome, freaking Thursday and Friday. Unfortunately, on Friday I didn't get to hold, for the whole move, and I think I got a little bit early as well on Thursday. I actually think I swung some overnight accidentally and got out here pretty good on Zoom. So made like 16 and then 5. So about 20 some thousand between the 2 days on Zoom. But this is some very awesome momentum where they're trying to run this up, for up into earnings. Now, when I'm looking at this and the move that it's actually making, I would like for this to come back actually and start testing like around 555. So this 555, you can see there's a couple dips down to these levels as well. 555, 550 or so. So and then build a base and bounce off of that for 550 and then continue going further up. So that's what I'm looking for here. If we just have crazy momentum and say we wake up and this thing is already gapped up to 570 or something crazy like that, I probably won't play it. So it's already way extended. I'd love to have a pullback in order to get in to keep on playing it, but we'll see. I hope it kind of cools off a little bit because this thing is moving pretty aggressively. Can you look at Apple on Flow Algo? I got stuck on position 2 calls. Yeah, Apple is actually really good right now too, bro. Yeah, so Zoom definitely needs a rest day. If it could come back to that 450, that would be nice. Or I keep on saying 4. I don't know why. I'm just so used to it being in the 400s, I guess. But 550. But Apple, here guys. 1218 expiration, 1223. There's some good ones right here. But definitely bullish. You could definitely see all these calls that are in here. This is just nuts. So, yeah. Definitely bullish for Apple, dude. The way that Apple's looking with that like cup and handle, for it to stay above 120 or something. So yeah, 120. So stay above 120 around right here, and then trying to start making a move up. Zoom for sure. Shot me a tweet. Awesome, bro. I'll check it here in a little bit. My phone's right here, but it's dead. All right. Now, so that Zoom is the first one I was looking at, and then I also want to look at Netflix here, guys. This is a little bit crazy the way that this one is set up here with these. So this 1, 2, 3 tops, and then they couldn't. It's having a hard time getting above this 475. We also have earnings on Tuesday. So I may not play this all too much here Monday and Tuesday, but then afterwards, after it makes its move, I would love to, get some mean reversion and play some of that move on Wednesday. So I actually wanted to get back down here to this line. You can see where this is previous resistance, support. I wanted to get back down here to the 425 or so, and then make that decision whether we're going to keep on going up or down. And earnings is obviously going to dictate that. So keeping an eye on Netflix. That's been kind of sneaky the way that it's been moving lately. But there are some days you can see, like on this day, it moved really hard. This day, it spiked up and came back down really hard. So it definitely has some volatility to it. That is very nice. I was also looking at a couple like little ones, little smaller cap tickers as well. So like this Fastly, I know a lot of you guys were asking me about this Fastly last week. Like you got a lot of, like people always bring it up, but looking for us to find a base right here on this 85, 85 or so if we can. If not, this 80, and see if we can start making a move. Now the thing about this is that like on Wednesday or Thursday, if we come into like a little bit closer, there you could see where there's people that were like buying this dip or either covering shorts or I don't know what, but we had a pretty decent bounce right here on this day. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, and then it just kind of kept on coming down. So I want to see how it reacts once it gets to 85, or if we start crawling back up here on the Fastly as well. I'm in UPS calls, earnings soon, and yeah, thank you, dude. Thank you for the format that you asked your question. It's not much going on here. I mean, obviously we have resistance at this 177, right? And then you'd want this to pull back. I mean, this is kind of distributing, and you would think that this would, pull back again here. This, making a lower high. So you're making a lower high compared to what it was right here. And then this may start trending back down. So unless we could get some demand and some volume in here for some reason, for it to start pulling up. No, so I want to talk about Amazon, dude. That I wasn't here. Like I said, I was running around running errands and getting stuff done for the office, and I had heard about this candle at the end of the day, at the end of the night, right? Which is absolutely nuts. Like I don't know what happened there, and then obviously we closed. We closed after hours a lot higher than that, but this candle is really freaking crazy. I think someone got margin called, or someone got exercised on their options or something, and just took a major loss. So RIP to them. But that's what happens. I love Amazon guys going into earnings as well. I think they report next week, you guys were saying, and so obviously 3200's big resistance or big support, excuse me. Then right here, this 3250 is where we could bounce to 3260, and then see if we could start putting in some support again to try to make another move. So definitely excited to play this for earnings. Amazon was related to the dealers and market makers taking off their delta hedges for October. See, there it is. There's what it was. Yeah, so there you go. And then I don't really have any other tickers, guys, that I'm too excited about. Everything else is kind of the weird spot, like this Facebook. Wanted to hold support too. I think maybe Tuesday or Wednesday is going to be when things start pointing in a better direction of what we're going. But this trend line is actually holding on point here. So we'd want it to hold 265, bounce off of that, and then make another move here on Facebook. And then I was looking at the small ones like Peloton. Is anyone interested in Peloton? So this one down here, this 125, is going to be where you're going to be looking at, and then this 130. So 125 and see what exactly is going on, right? That's so Peloton, and then I was also looking at BYND. So BYND is kind of up here flagging in this kind of wedge right here, right? So we should grab some support here at this 181, 180, and see if we start making another move to this 200 here as well. And then what other ones, guys? I think that's it. Like I'm not really too excited on where a lot of the tickers are right now. This Nvidia is nice. This huge cup handle support here at this 546 ish area, right? And then for us to bounce and go. All right. Yeah, do you guys have any other ones you want me to go over? Pen? Yeah, I could pull a pen. So here on Roku as well, so we're putting in the support kind of like right here. So around 220, 222 to 220, right? So bounce and then continue going further up. And then P and then it hasn't broken out yet. So this is your breakout spot right here at the 75. So but we are, making these higher lows right here. So low, higher, and then continue going further up right here. All right. So BK. BK, I like right here. And this is, or I put your name instead of the ticker. I'm sorry. WKHS. Yeah, so this is holding support this 2150-ish area, right? So hold this area in order for it to move to the upside right here, right? Now, if we start coming up here towards this 24, 30, 25 area, and we start rejecting around these areas, this would be where you'd want to get short if it starts rejecting to come back down. If there's not enough demand that starts picking up to start making its move the other way. So if it gets up, it bounces a little bit here and puts in a lower high, then you'd see it try to continue going further down. All right. Yeah, but I don't kind of bummed out. I don't really see all too many other tickers. Let me pull up my watch list over here. I know a lot of people were looking at what was it, Spotify. So yeah, so Spotify is starting to curl back up right here. You could see above 270, we could get going again on Spotify, and then I think that's it, guys. Tesla. This Adobe might actually be nice right here. You see this trend that we're putting in right here on Adobe? So see if we could put in one more higher low, and then come retrace one more time, and then break above this 518 to 520 again. Team, what ticker is this? I saw someone else talking about it, but I don't know what this is. Yeah, I don't know what that is, dude. So, what's up, brother? But yeah, that's let's see. So Boeing had a day right here where it moved up pretty nice, but kind of gave it most all of it back. Now this thing is getting pretty tight the way that it's the way that it's consolidating. So it needs to break kind of out of this channel that it has. So watch for that. I wouldn't do it, dude. I mean, if you want to gamble like that, you could just go to the casino and gamble like that. Like, if you want to give money away, I'll send you my Venmo and you could just send it to me if that's what you want to do. But you're a rich man now, fastly? Cool, bro. Congrats. I think Chipotle does earnings this week too. Oops. This is Starbucks, so I'm gonna make an alert right here. Do I trade options? I trade small caps every once in a while still, dude, but majority of my room, everyone in my room pretty much trades options. So I trade, with them. If there's more people that were interested in small caps and penny stocks, I would definitely be happy to, do it again. Do I do earnings play? I don't really know what you mean by earnings play, but I do. I like to trade mean reversion after earnings. Where is the? Oh, oh, dude. This will be nice right here if Chipotle could break out right here. This is really Bags in our room was actually playing this here, and then we're getting a nice cup here where it could come back up and test this 1383. But yeah. What's up? My strategy on trading penny stocks? I actually you could trade the same strategy that we use in options. So just expansion out of compression. If you want to long penny stocks and small caps, it's honestly where I started using this whole system. So this whole setup, I realized that back in 2018, tickers didn't fade the same way that they used to. So it would be easy, right? So it was easy before that. You could pretty much short anything and it would go down. Like, short anything that's up, 50, 30%. And eventually it's going to come back down. Things are, shorting was easy. But then they started making the algos a lot more smarter. And you could kind of tell like the algo would walk things down and then find a support and accumulate and then jack up the price and move it very sharply. So that's how I made the TTM expansion expansion move that we have, the out of compressions for us to be able to take advantage of short squeezes on small caps. Then I went through and back tested here on big caps, and I realized that you could do the same thing, with options. So that's the way I like to long small caps, but I also like to obviously short them. So it's fun to short them. Sometimes it sucks to have to sit there and wait all day in order for you to move 30 cents, which is absolutely stupid in my opinion sometimes. But I mean, it's the name of the game. So last stream I said I was going to short it, and I woke up 67,000 plus on Thursday. Damn, bro. So you shorted Fastly? Oh, damn, dude. You caught the big ass dip on what they said on them lowering guidance and all that. Very nice if you did. Dude, congrats if you did that, brother. Now, that's the easy part, dude. The easy part of trading is making money. Believe it or not, the easiest part of trading is making money. The hard part is keeping it. So if you could keep all that money and start, rolling it over into some other gains, then great, dude. But I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you bleed that account out. Especially after such a nice win. That's a blessing, dude. So make sure you're mitigating your risk and you're playing hard. The hard part is staying consistent. I don't know. I don't think it's hard to the act of being consistent is not hard. You're done day trading for a few months, bro? Damn, like that? Cool, bro. But congrats on the nice win, though, for sure. But I think we're gonna wrap it up, guys. I think that's all the tickers. There's not really much else, going on here this week, unless you guys have anything else that you want me to go over. I started going through my watch list over here, and Starbucks was nice if it could curl back up. McDonald's is way extended right now. Not going to even try anything there. Personal. Oh, we didn't talk about Tesla, did we? So Tesla, obviously here, guys, is still kind of messing around with this. I know it's hard with all these lines that I have drawn in here, but let's actually go like this. So like this, still trying to break out of this 460-ish level, guys. So we put in this higher low again and see what happens if we could get some momentum over 450 and break that 460. See if we can start running up. They have earnings on Thursday, Wednesday. So we'll see what exactly happens. Walmart. Yeah, this is really nice here as well, dude. So we had this cup handle and then the breakout, and now it kind of pulled back again. It's put in a higher low, and it needs to find this base to continue going further up. Now they just now they're doing their whole what do they call it, Walmart Plus and stuff. So any type of news about the Walmart Plus and any numbers from it, or maybe news about the holidays using Walmart Plus and stuff like that, would affect us. But I do like Walmart. I think I played it a couple times last week, so I do like it though. Yeah, earnings, dude. Earnings, can make or break you like that, dude. I don't really like playing through earnings. I will play mean reversion the day after, the session after though, and usually can make some huge money like that. Why not if you made a lot of money? Philip said he'll be back in 1 week. Can I ask why you're having two factories, one in Dallas and one in New Mexico? So that's where I live, dude. So as much as I want to be away from New Mexico and get away from it, it'll always, at least until my son is old enough, it'll be a part of my life. So I gotta kind of live that double life kind of thing until he could spend extended periods of time with me in Dallas or away from his mom. So I need a place to work. A big part of, if I'm being 100% honest and transparent with you guys, I need a little bit of work-life separation. I need to start learning how to enjoy myself and enjoy my hard work I've been doing and stuff. And it's partly why I'm getting the office and stuff away from my home. So then when I'm at home, I could concentrate on my son. I could concentrate on myself, and the people that are around me, and having a good relationship with them instead of just working and being at the desk all the time. So I will work my ass off once I'm at the office and I'm at the factory. But when I'm at home, I want to be able to relax and kind of turn my mind off to everything. And I think I've earned that and I deserve it. So I want to have that separation now. So because it could get pretty toxic just working all the time. So then I already have my place in Dallas, so I'm gonna be back and forth from there, and there's just so much more money, and the taxes are better in Texas. Like there's I get to partner with more people out there. There's a lot more traders. It's just really cool. The cool part is like being able to do Trade Factory 1.0 here real quick, and trying to see how it kind of works out, what works, what doesn't work, and then I could kind of implement that over in the one in Dallas. So really pumped about that. And then for you guys that don't know, the factory here in Albuquerque, it's me and my friend that have the office together. So he's a really awesome tattoo artist. Go hit him up if you guys want to go follow him on Instagram. His Instagram is VSOP Studios. I wrote it right there for you guys. Yeah, there's no state income tax in Texas. Also, we have gross receipts tax here in New Mexico, so that fucking sucks. All that stuff. So my friend has a part of the office as well, and we just vibe well together. It's really cool to be able to work and then have a good time together and stuff. And so it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I get to help my friends up and help bring them up while I'm also working on my own stuff and everything. Exactly. Making money is easy, dude. Taking money from the market is pretty easy. Keeping it is the hard part. Yeah, there's a lot of cool reasons to live in Texas. Like, you could actually have a modified vehicle, right? So you go in California with anywhere with a modified vehicle, you're getting pulled over. They're impounding your car. I like my guns. I like having guns. Texas don't give a shit about your guns, dude. Everyone has a gun, and it's just the infrastructure is so new. Everything is brand new. They're building so much. There's so much money out there. Like it's just really nice, man. I'm really excited about it. The scenery is a lot better. The girls have accents. I love the southern accents. They give me a little blonde hair, blue eye cutie out there. That'd be absolutely awesome. So, all right, guys. You guys have anything else training related you want me to go over before I let you go? Are you going to help your traders in Dallas get rich? I'm trying to help my traders right now get rich, man. That's up to them, though. It's not up to me. I could sit here and preach, and I could sit here and give a game plan every single day. I could sit here and give you all the knowledge, but if you don't want to implement it and be disciplined, that's not on me, man. Ooh, this is a good call out right here, bro. I'm glad I pulled it up real quick here. Trading 2020. So yeah, this huge cup right here, and then it wants to break above this 70, right? So we have like the 69, 70 area that it needs to get above. Now this previous area, right? So this previous area about right there. This is gonna be your support now. But yeah, this little run up right here for Chewy would be absolutely nice. I do like this, dude. Very nice call out. I'm gonna keep this for myself as well. There was someone else. If you're in here, whoever called out, someone called out a ticker last week. I think it's I don't remember what it was. Last week or the week before, and I actually played it. So I appreciate it because that's what we're here for. We're a team. So one ticker that I missed and you called out, I saw value in it, and I made some money on Monday on that the very next days. I don't remember who it was or what it was, but I appreciate you guys. Even if you're not in the room, you're not a New Age Wall Street member. You're still part of our community. You're still, New Age Wall Street here with you could be out there watching Ricky Gutierrez right now. Instead, you're here kicking back with me. So I really appreciate it, and I don't take it lightly. You are part of us, even though if you're not a member. So that's why I want you guys to, go follow the Instagram. So the Instagram is up and popping now. One of my guys is keeping the Instagram updated on there. So if you guys get pictures of you guys that are here, if you guys are here every week, week in, week out here on the STOCKcast, send me your P&Ls. I'll post your P&Ls on my leaderboard or whatever. And then we also got the Facebook group. So if you go to Facebook, there's New Age Wall Street on Facebook for the Facebook group. Everyone go join up on that. It's free. So then we can work with each other throughout the week instead of just on Sundays. So we'll get some good discussions going in there as well. So make sure you go sign up for the free Facebook group and then on Instagram so we could keep in check ever. What is the biggest lessons you've learned? Nothing fucking matters, dude. Nothing fucking matters, dude. Once you get to the point where you understand nothing fucking matters, dude, you're really that's that, maybe that like that Fight Club type thing. Nothing matters, dude. The only thing that matters is the impact that you leave on others and your legacy you leave behind. Because all your material possessions, everything else, everything goes away once you're gone, dude. But the legacy you leave behind and the impact you leave on others for them to live a life that you impacted, dude, that's the goal, dude. So once you get to a point where you understand that and you understand that, what's actually important and let things go and not hold grudges, not hold anything. That's honestly why I think that I trade so well. So that's honestly one of the biggest reasons I trade well is because I really don't fucking care, dude. I don't have any regard for my life. I could die tomorrow and I just don't fucking care, dude. So yep. And eventually too. So here's the other thing, and this was kind of the theme of my weekend. I was talking to some family and they got some stuff going on. In order for you to be successful, you got to get tired of your own bullshit. At some point, right now, if you're unsuccessful, it doesn't necessarily matter whether it's with your career, your relationship, whether it be relationship with your family, a significant other, or friends and family, anything like that. Your career, like I said, even if you're on a diet or your physical activity, your physical well-being. Say you want to lose weight, right? You keep on starting a diet and you never, you start a diet and you never keep to it, or you start out a project, or you start trading and you say that you're gonna adhere to your rules and everything, and then here you are losing more money every week in and week out. Eventually, you just got to get tired of the fucking excuses and the bullshit story you're telling yourself, man. Once you get tired of your own bullshit and you're just. You don't need anyone else to, coddle you or to tell you what to do and to set a plan for you to keep you accountable and to keep you disciplined. It's totally different, dude. It's totally different when you don't pity yourself. Instead of you make an action plan and you actually stick to it. And that's where I was, dude. I was, in my younger 20s, I did pity myself. I was right out of jail, right? I was right out of jail, homeless. I didn't have nowhere to go. I was hungry. I didn't have anything going for me. But I realized no one is gonna help me but me. Like, you know what I mean? I'm in control of everything. So once you stop pitying yourself and you get to that point and you're just tired of your own bullshit story that you keep telling yourself, or you're tired of your own bullshit, and you start keeping yourself accountable instead of looking for other people to keep you accountable, for them to give you the secret sauce instead of you just putting the hard work in, that's it, dude. Eventually you just got to get tired of your own bullshit. I usually make 1.5 to 3K off options. I only trade Fang. Recently, someone calls on ISRG for the earnings. They beat earnings, but it plummeted. I don't feel whenever I make money yet. I don't feel. I don't feel whenever I make money yet. I feel the losses. You gotta pay it. So that's a fine line, dude. Like, to talk about that, that's a whole nother discussion that we could have. And I've talked about it with like some of my members, but you got to keep yourself motivated, right? So if you're building an account like to over PDT, or whatever it is, like you're not satisfied with, whatever your account is, and you're still building it, you have to pay yourself. So whether it's $100, just take $100 out of your P&L and go treat yourself to a nice dinner or whatever. Because if you're would you go to a normal job, right? So say you worked at a warehouse, and you went to the warehouse day in and day out and just bust your balls, and you're fucking working, right? And you never got a paycheck out of it. Are you gonna be excited about that, dude? You're not gonna be motivated to go do that shit all the time, bro. It's the same thing with trading, man. It's the same. This is a job. Like, you gotta pay yourself and be motivated to perform well. Even if you're not performing 100%, where you want, pay yourself. You pay yourself in some type of way if you're going to be consistent. Say if I have a whole green week, right, a whole 5 days trading green consistently, I'm going to buy myself, a piece of equipment, an extra monitor, something that'll help you in your trading if it's something you've been wanting. Maybe something not even trading related. And that's how I bought everything in here. I have pictures where I used to sit on an old mechanic stool, and that shit would make my ass go to sleep. And so my chair that I'm sitting on right now, I need to get a new one. I'm probably going to get a new one once we move upstairs. But the way I got this chair right now is like, if I have two weeks of consistently green trading, right, no red days, I'm going to buy myself a chair. And it just, those little things keep you motivated like that. You can't not keep yourself in that type of motivation. I was lying to myself. I had this training that I had started figured out. I didn't. I got yeah, dude. Yeah. So like, I'm really fucking hard on myself, dude, when I talk. And you read like a lot of self. How would you self-improvement books and things like that. Andy Frisella. What's the other guy's name? Eric. I don't remember all their names right now, but all of them talk about, affirmations and speaking to yourself in a positive manner and things like that. Some people aren't motivated like that, man. Some of us are motivated where, like, I'm from a, hugely Hispanic, Mexican, background where, I was yelled at as a kid all the time, and that's what motivated me. So I do the same thing. It may sound stupid, but I do the same thing to myself in my head, and just tell myself not to be a pussy, not to be a bitch, and get to work, dude. Like, if 99% of the people would just stop avoiding the work and looking for a shortcut, like an indicator or whatever, and just put in the fucking work, dude, you would already be done, and you would already be successful for where you're at, instead of looking for something else of where you're at. And it's frustrating to me as an educator, and frustrating to me as a mentor, that everyone wants a handout instead of just telling yourself, this is gonna fucking suck, but it's gonna be worth it, let's get through it. And no one wants to do that shit, bro. No one wants to do the shit like I did, where you locked yourself up in a fucking a fucking room for a year and didn't do shit to be successful. Not, anytime friends or family, invite you out, you don't go out. I didn't even shower like, some days, like, for periods of time. Just, I was so immersed in trading. Everything trading's just obsessed with it but no one wants to be like that. Everyone over here talking about, sports and stuff on the weekends. Why aren't you fucking studying, dude? Why do you know more about what the fucking Cowboys are doing than why the stock market or your ticker or your portfolio is performing the way that it's fucking going, dude? I don't fucking get it, man. I don't get it. Like, and I don't know, and the whole sports thing is another thing. Like, I don't know what the infatuation is with sports where you want to live vicariously through another man's achievements. So LeBron won a fucking championship, but he got paid. You have to go to work the fucking next day. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I really don't understand it. Like, it's cool to be a fan. It's entertainment. Like, I understand the entertainment aspect of it. But at the end of the day, you're over here celebrating like you won that fucking championship. You didn't get nothing out of that. What the fuck you got out of that, bro? Like, anyways, dude, I'm going on a full-on rant. You guys are going to get me riled up here. So, anything else before I step out here, guys? I gotta go help Pate and get my office ready. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great trading week. If you guys need anything, send me an email. My email is cruz@newagewallstreet.com, or you could send me a DM on Twitter. I try to answer everyone, guys. Sometimes it takes a little bit for me to get back to everyone. Sometimes my assistant will answer any type of just quick questions. If you have like memberships and stuff, he's the one doing that stuff. And then thanks for your words. I appreciate them. Yeah, for sure, bro. A lot of on demand, Mr. Simpson. So a lot of on demand I did, just watching charts. So just going back and replaying charts. And basically what I did was I went back and I looked at all the tickers that would move. I was playing small caps at that point. Excuse me. I'm drinking soda and I haven't had a soda in a long time. It's my cheat day today, and so I'm like burping all kinds. So watching price action is exactly like what I was telling you at the beginning of the STOCKcast today. Watching price action, right? So I didn't have any indicators like this. All these indicators came after the fact. So they came after the fact after, I learned to trade with price action, support, and resistance. And then I said, what would make my fucking life easier is if I could actually show what I'm looking for a little bit more easily. And then it came, and then I had people that were able to help me. So, whenever I had a question and stuff, and they were able to implement, the indicators that I needed and stuff. So it's a lot easier like that. But, yeah, so there was a lot of data tracking whenever I was in my solitude. So I data tracked everything. So I just got a Google sheet and I started putting everything in there, and I started looking at trends of what would happen, and then that's how I eventually had enough data to make my own system with the low volatility and the moves that we those short squeezes that we would have. And it was funny. I'll never forget it, man. It's crazy that I was in a trading room where everyone shorted small caps. Everyone, and they would get their balls freaking squeezed by these short squeezes, and I'm over here like up on the day like a lot. Like I basically took all their money from them, and they would they felt some type of way about it a lot of the time, and that's how it came about. So a lot of on demand, a lot of back testing, and then a lot of just reading and watching YouTube videos and trying to seek out the information, right? So I would come up with a question, and then I would come up with an idea of, well, why don't I look at it like this? And of course, the thing is that I think a lot of people are afraid that you're going to put in work, right? You're going to put in some type of work where like it leads down a path to nowhere. And that happens. That happens with anything, right? So you get like scientists and doctors that are trying to come up with vaccines or, some type of therapy. That happens, dude. That happens to where like, where you're testing something and you get to a point where it didn't work. It didn't get work, and you got to start over. You got to start back to where you were. And it's not necessarily that you're starting back from zero, but that, that's not going to work. And I think a lot of people are a lot of traders are don't want to go down that road where that you're going to put time and effort into something to know that it's zero and there isn't something that way, when it actually is beneficial for you to go down and do those types of ways. I hope that makes sense. So, right, because then you start looking for other ways, and you have other ideas and stuff like that. Explain when you did. Yep. And then good point. People did the same in the school, wondering why their grades were bad. Doing polar in practice board exams. It's all they knew. Oh, dude. Bro, don't even get me. Like I said, bro. I'm actually at a huge. I don't know if you'd call it. No, it's not a moral dilemma. It's just a dilemma inside myself of buying a TV for my house. Like, I haven't had a TV in my house since like 2015 when I started trading. So I knew that it was a problem. I'm naturally a lazy person, and if I turn on the TV, I'll be there for hours. So how did I fix it? I just threw the TV fucking out, and I haven't had one since. But now I have my son a lot more, and I would like to spend time with him and watch movies with him and things like that. And but you start realizing that the rest, right? So like kind of like when you're working out. You're not building muscle when you're in the gym, lifting weights or doing curls or bench press or whatever. You're building that muscle whenever you're resting, and I think that's the same thing with in trading, right? Your life outside, you get to a point when you know all the knowledge, right? You know all the knowledge, you know the moves, you know whatever, and then your life outside of trading is what dictates how well you do in those rest periods. So, conducive relationships with your significant other and your family, and just being out in the sun and things like that. So your life, I think that's a huge part of it. Nio, I think, I think that was it. I think someone, I don't know if it was someone that said Nio, but yeah, $30 right here is the resistance, dude. As you could see, anything close to $30. We may dip down towards this like 27 or so, but we'll see, dude. This is definitely very extended at this point, but we'll see. Oh, look, they just updated. Flow Algo, and now you could set open interest filters. That's really freaking cool. So that's something that Blackbox had that they didn't have before. Oh yeah, bro. Like if you guys want to get into it, bro, like and you want me to lay into you, bro, like about some stuff, like it really, dude, it pisses me off, bro, to give. Um, I'm here to give you the opportunity, and I'm here to give you, especially to my members and stuff. I'll give you the opportunity and all the tools and stuff, but if you're kicking back on the weekend and and I understand, bro, like if you got family and you got responsibilities and obligations, I understand that part, but if you're just kicking back, and then expecting to come to the market and me give you a watch list, dude, it sucks, man. It sucks to see that stuff. And then you could totally see the people that are actually putting in the time and effort, and then they kind of get side-eyed and whatever because they start doing well or whatever. But I see them putting in the work. Like I see them, doing what they're supposed to be doing, and That's all the separation is did you put in the work or not? Like, that's it, point blank. But gonna head out, guys. They're probably wondering where I'm at, like to go paint the room and stuff. So I'll catch you guys next week. We're gonna trade live on. So I have everyone here on the Friday for the meetup. I don't know if I'll go live for the TGIF. I may, but I may not be so like into the mic and everything on that. So I'm gonna be helping them out as much as I could. And if they're flying across the country, I'm going to give them as much attention as I could, and then we'll have STOCKcast next week as well. Like I said, make sure you go sign up for the Instagram, New Age Wall Street. So we could keep track of everything on there, and tag me in your P&Ls, guys. I would love to see your P&Ls, and sign up for the Facebook group so we could keep track of each other during the week too. All right, so you guys take it easy. You guys have a great trading week. Let's go get this money, guys.